يستفتونك قل الله يفتيكم في الكلالة إن امرؤ هلك ليس له ولد وله أخت فلها نصف ما ترك وهو يرثها إن لم يكن لها ولد فإن كانت اثنتين فلهما الثلثان مما ترك إن كانوا إخوة رجالا ونساء فللذكر مثل حظ الأنثيين يبين الله لكم أن تضلوا والله بكل شيء عليم.
Alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulullah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi. We give thanks to Allah. We ask His blessing on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his household companions, and non-Muslims. Quickly, let us reflect on this true life story. A legal luminary passed away, leaving behind three sons with gargantuan generational wealth. The three sons, all lawyers, are expected to share the inheritance right away, right? But contrary to expectations, it's over 10 years now, while the wealth keep rotting away due to incessant court cases, as the three brothers can't agree on how to share the inheritance of their father, despite all being lawyers. In fact, one of them passed away, leaving behind children who, instead of inheriting generational wealth, they end up inheriting generational court cases. So we asked, if erudite lawyers of man-made laws could struggle with their own system of inheritance, don't you think we need to return to the divine law? A food for thought for everyone. In the light of this, we welcome you to the first edition of Mumtiah Inheritance course titled Ad-Dawratul Mumtiah fi Alim al-Fara'id. My name remains Abdul Ghani Adibisi, the Mudir of Madrasah Mumtiah, and inshallah we will take us through the journey of a very fantastic topic, and it goes thus: the 10 uniqueness of Islamic inheritance. What makes Islamic inheritance so unique? Why has Islamic inheritance been able to survive the test of time despite it being as old as time? Inshallah, we want you to take a seat and follow this class as we take you through the journey. Jazakumullahu khairan. Now, point 1. Islamic inheritance system is comprehensive. It is the most detailed law in the Quran. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows the nature of humans when property, when wealth is involved. Allah knows human can be selfish. Allah knows human can be avaricious. In fact, when Allah describes us, Allah said, وَتُحِبُّونَ الْمَوَالَ حُبًّا جَمًّا. They love words so much. You love words so much. In another verse, Allah said, وَإِذَا مَسَّهُ الْخَيْرُ مَنُوعًا. Humans, when wealth is involved, when he sees when wealth touches him, what do? He will prevent others from having access to it. In another verse, Allah said, وَإِنَّهُ لَهُبِّ الْخَيْرِ لَشَدِيدٌ. That humans love wealth so much. So Allah, in His infinite knowledge and mercy, He did not want to give room for any conflict. So He gave every inheritance is to share. In fact, not only that, it is not far-fetched. If you say Islamic inheritance is not only comprehensive, it's also encompassing. Why? Because there is no inheritance case that even exists except Islam have a solution to it. Allah Akbar. That is why, of course, we should not even be surprised. Why? Because the law is from the word is from the all-knower, Al-Alim Al-Qadir. Allah Akbar. Point 2. Islamic inheritance system is between capitalism and communism. Let us take communism. Communism don't even give room for inheritance, because the father of communism, Karl Marx, says, and I quote, the concept of inheritance is against social justice. The meaning of it is that all the words you strive for during your life will go to some particular set of people known as the government. That means you don't have any legacy after your death. That's so sad. Now let's go to capitalism. Capitalism gives man absolute power over his estates. What does that denote? It denotes that he can spend his wealth the way he wants. And even the Englishman himself said, absolute freedom destroys absolutely. And that is what led many today to bequeath their estates to dogs and cats who have little impact in the society compared to humans. Look at Jack Chan. You can see it on our screen. He willed all his wealth. His family are there. He has a son. He left them and willed to what? Willed to an organization. This is the effect of what? Of capitalism. So these are two extremes. Capitalism extreme left, communism extreme right. Islam is now what's in between because it's a middle course religion. Your wealth, your estate after your death, it can only be divided divinely. You only have choice of 1/3 of your wealth to dispense the way you want. And even that 1/3 is regulated. Because the goal of Islam is after your death, your progeny should have something they can start their life with instead of them struggling and facing a lot. The Prophet ﷺ, in a hadith, when he was advising one of the Sahaba by the name Sa'd bin Abi Waqqas, he was on his deathbed and he wanted to will all his property away for others at the expense of his children. The Prophet now advised him concerning the concept that it is only 1/3 of your property you can give out as charity. But the rest, the Prophet now gave him an advice. The advice is what benefits the Ummah today. The Prophet told Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Innaka in tetruk warasataka agniya khayrun min an tetrukahum fuqaraha yatakaffafuna an-nasa biaydihim. That if you can leave your progeny with enough way to start their life, it's better than you should leave them in penury. They started begging. Even you buy, they will say, one more one, what in the little to jekakiri. Especially if you are not a religious person, they will mention that and they will still rain cause for you. So this should be avoided. Islam is a religion of knowledge. It's not a religion of what is wants your progeny to have something after their death. So is the middle course. It don't give you absolute freedom because what the capitalists are doing, you may also end up doing it. And it does not give absolute take away from you that you don't have any choice. So it's not in between. It's only 1/3 of your wealth you can only dispense. The rest must be shared divinely. Even the 1/3 is also heavily regulated. May Allah continue to be with us. Amen. Point 3. Islamic inheritance system strengthens family bond. Islam restricts inheritance to the family circle. Inheritance can only occur through blood relation, marriage, and emancipation, which is also close to kinship. Why does Islam stipulate this? Because the family is the same bond that binds the fabric of peace of the society. As such, the more close in kinship, the higher the chance of an inheritor. This is contrary to bequeathing estate to dogs and cats, another system of inheritance of the world. Point 4. Islamic inheritance system is practical and analytical. Unprecedentedly, Islamic inheritance is a mathematical system that deals with fraction when the world was still wallowing in ignorance, when mathematics was not as developed as this. This makes Islamic inheritance unique and analytical, producing geniuses who later developed models of many mathematical systems enjoyed today. Such models include Arabic numerals with introduction of zero, algebraic equation, algorithm, among others. All this point to the ingenuity of the Sharia. Point 5. Adequate wealth distribution. Before we delve into these points, let me quote a research institute called Oxfam. It says, and I quote, 99% of the wealth of the world is in the hand of 1% among the rich. Again, I repeat, 99% of the wealth of the world is in the hand of 1% of the rich. Is it a good trend or an ugly trend? But do you know this bad phenomenon can be broken? Yes, through Islamic inheritance. Through Islamic inheritance, Islam destroys concentration of wealth in the hand of a few so much it has the highest number of possible inheritors in history. Let me repeat again. Islam destroys the concentration of wealth in the hand of the few so much it has the highest number of possible inheritors in history. That is why this system have different categories of people that can inherit, which include grandmothers, different type of brothers and sisters, unborn children still in the womb, uncles, missing persons, and other kindreds who are not even accommodated in other systems of inheritance. Allahu Akbar. Point 6. Islamic inheritance system protects the right of the weak. With Islamic inheritance system, the right of the weak among the female and children are well protected because Islam has shares for mothers, daughters, wife, sisters, missing persons, hermaphrodites, even unborn children still in the womb of their mother. Contrary to other systems that are common in our locality that denies the wife any share of inheritance, claiming she has collected her inheritance through her dowry on wedding day, or others that we know that will concentrate the lion's share in the hand of the what? Of the first male born, while others will be at his mercy. Islam is saying something. Look at something very striking. Islam is saying an inheriting son of 42 years and another son still in the womb of his mother will have the same inheritance share. Allah Akbar. This can only be found in Islam. Let me repeat that again. An inheriting son of 42 years and another son still in the womb of his mother will have the same inheritance share. Look at the peak of how Islam protects the weak. You can't find this in any inheritance system except Islam. Allah Akbar. Point 7. Islamic inheritance system preserves lineage and marriage institution. Islam makes authentic marriage a source of inheritance. Couples can inherit from each other, hereby strengthening the institution of marriage, discouraging adultery, fornication, and bastardy. So if two people got married and in the next 3 minutes we don't pray for it, one of them died, they will inherit from each other. So look at Islam straightening the society. Look at Islam straightening marriages, all for the society to continue to progress. Point 8. Islamic inheritance system is name-based. What do we mean by that? With the fairness of the Sharia and the hikmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Islam based inheritance based on the dictates and the responsibility he has placed on every of the inheritors. Let us look at, for an instance, a male, when she is young, she will be in the house of her father, which is compulsory for the father to spend on her. After a while, when she matured, she moved to the house of her husband. The husband also, it is obligatory on the husband to spend on her. So what can we see from here? Sharia places more responsibility upon the male than the female. That is the reason a male will have 2 times the share of a what? Of a female. Let's take another example again. An inheriting grandfather compared to what? To an inheriting son. You will see that an inheriting grandfather is nearing old age. An inheriting son is just coming up with his life. So the Sharia say an inheriting grandfather will inherit 1/6, while the inheriting son will take the rest of the share. Why? Because the father is nearing old age, while the son is just starting life. So Islamic inheritance is not just based on emotion, it's based on the need the Sharia has placed on everybody among the inheritors. Point 9. Rare litigation on Islamic inheritance system. Litigation and review of Islamic inheritance system is very, very scarce compared to what other system of inheritance suffered with the passage of time. Other rival systems have been stained with court cases which make them most of the time neglected and abandoned. This is a clear proof that Islamic inheritance system is defined, and will remain relevant to the judgment day. Allahu Akbar. Point 10. Islamic inheritance system serves as preservation for the religion of Islam and its tenets. Through Islamic system of inheritance are limited to the Muslim, while Islam forbids inheritance of non-Muslim. What is the hikmah in this? The more Muslim inherits, the lesser the wealth that will be among the Muslim, and thus that will affect some of the ibadah we perform, like zakat, like hajj, that involve wealth, that will tend us ibadah to marriage. And the more all these are being affected, the more it will affect the religion of Islam. So that is why we say, with the Islamic inheritance system, wealth will remain in the circle of the Muslim. So that shows that the inheritance does not just protect the tenet of Islam, it also affects the continuation of the deen and the sustainability in a very good way. So with all these great unique points we have mentioned, it will not be beautiful and will not be good that you also have a very great knowledge and in-depth knowledge about this great miracle Allah have bestowed upon us. Brothers and sisters, don't miss out. Try to enroll for this great course and learn more and be fascinated about the Islamic system of inheritance. Jazakumullahu khairan.
ولكم نصف ما ترك أزواجكم إن لم يكن لهن ولد فإن كان لهن ولد فلكم الربع مما تركن من بعد وصية يوصين بها أو دين ولهن الربع مما تركتم إن لم يكن لكم ولد فإن كان لكم ولد فلهن الثمن مما تركتم من بعد وصية توصون بها أو دين وإن كان رجل يورث كلالة أو امرأة وله أخ أو أخت فلكل واحد منهما السدس فإن كانوا أكثر من ذلك فهم شركاء في الثلث من بعد وصية يوصى بها أو دين غير مضار وصية من الله والله عليم حليم.